If you are someone who has confidence issues, anxiety issues, and so much more, the list of issues just goes on. Hear me out till the end. Welcome back, and I'm Pujita Singh. One of the common issues that I see with, especially with women out here, is that the story that she says to herself. Yeah. What do I mean by this? As human beings, we talk the maximum to ourselves. And what is the story we are telling to ourselves? Is it a positive one or is it most often a negative one? In my experience, when I started working on myself, the first and the biggest thing that I was not aware and I didn't understand initially, and later on I figured this out myself, was my own negative self-talk. Very often we just try and deal the problems in a very big way. We try and find the strategies to fix it. We try and work out as to what best we can do, but we don't understand that the problem solution lies in a very simple and a smaller step, but of course a profound one, right? I have a request to each one today who is listening to me. Go back and start making a log to yourself as to how often do you talk negative to yourself. Statements like, oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, I'm a mother. I should take care of my kids. Oh, I just got married, so I think it's done. I can't do anything. I have to reach out to my husband, or, I have commitments. I'm not good enough. I don't have required skills. I'm not ready. I don't look good. How much more are you talking nonsense to yourself? Starting today, I have a request to each one. If possible, start being aware of how often you talk negative to yourself and start making a note of it. For example, if you're speaking like 50, 60 times in a day negative to yourself, try and cut it down eventually. But the first step to tackle your negative self talk is to first be aware that you're doing this to yourself. You know what? Even before the society tells you that you are not good enough, you are the biggest obstacle for yourself, who believes herself or himself that I cannot do this. I am not ready. I don't have it in me. Also, when you are working on this aspect, go back and understand where is this conditioning coming from. Who was that family member or a close friend or a school friend or a childhood friend or a relative who told you that you were not good enough? If you have huge confidence issues, the major reason is this. Go back and understand deep down in your childhood memories who was that first one who said this story to yourself. Okay? And what will happen eventually is you will become aware that this is not the truth, right? What was told to you is not the universal truth. It was just someone's opinion. How does it matter? Of course, if it's a family member who tells it to us, we take it damn seriously and we feel really bad about it, right? Example, body shaming, or example, people comment on their looks, especially for women, on how she looks, how she looks in terms of color, in terms of her physique, and so much more. I really want you to start reflecting from today onwards. I just don't have time. This is the very common one that I keep hearing. Now, how many such statements of things not working out in your life is the statement you are telling to yourself as an excuse to run away from these issues? Remember, there is nobody who is a bigger villain than you yourself in your own journey. We all love blaming everybody around us, but we don't understand the bigger culprit is we ourselves. We are the ones who have accepted that this is the truth of my life. This is the fact. But is that the fact today? How you used to look way back in your childhood or in your teen, are you looking the same today? Every human evolves. So does your skin, so does your attire, so does your physique, so does everything else in your life. Why are you letting others define you in terms of their opinions on you? But what has happened has happened. Now, if you really want to work on yourself, start with fixing your negative self talk. Very rarely, people, of course, the people who are working on themselves at a huge level will have, negative self talk at a very, very rare level. One of those days which are not a good one, but otherwise, pretty much majority of them who live in a victim mode do a negative self talk. Please take help if you need help, right? It could be your best friend. Have an accountability partner for that matter. You know what? If someone you're close to, just tell him or her that, I'm trying to work on myself. This is something that I'm doing. I need your help and support. Do that. You can work with him or her, or sign up for somebody with whom you are comfortable to work on this. It could be your therapist, it could be anybody who works on mental health and much more. If you can't afford, of course, you are the best person to start working on it. It's not going to cost you anything except adding value to your own growth. I'll tell you a biggest example of my own life experience. Way back 2.5 years ago, when I was struggling in my life, especially in terms of my ill health, pandemic hit, and I was down with fever and things like that, and it just got exaggerated, and the health got more worsen. At that point in time, none of the medicines were working for me because deep down, my negative self talk was the biggest reason. I kept telling to myself that I don't think so, I can get cured. I'm not getting required help and support. I think it's time for me to leave this world, and so much more nonsense. When I changed my language and I shifted from victim to victor, trust me, I got cured like anything. Not in so much time. It just takes just the belief clearing, which takes you to the success, right? So please start doing that. Only you can catch this blunder that you're saying to yourself, and just go back and see who told you this for the first time, and how often, what are those list of things that people told you. Go back and check, is it a fact, is it a universal truth, or is it just an opinion of somebody, and chuck it off from your life. Thank you for listening me in. Love you loads. Bye bye.